Hello, everybody. It's Elliott again from the church, and it's great to talk to you again. And we just had an elders meeting the other night, and it was exciting just to hear what God is doing in people's hearts, people's lives. And some of those things are always challenging with COVID and all those kinds of things, but it's amazing to hear Trenton and Cassidy being gone to Guatemala, along with Kevin and Katie, and just a lot of other neat little stories that we get to hear about what God is doing. And most of all is just to hear, about how our new pastor and his wife are doing. And they're just doing amazing. Continue to pray for them. I would just encourage you to do that kind of thing. But one of the other things I wanted to connect with you about, and I thought it was very important to give you a message about this, is our annual general meeting. It's coming up on February the 23rd at 7 p.m. at the church. And what's going to make this is one that you do not want to miss, is because this is probably going to be the only annual general meeting that you're going to go to where it's going to be a drive-in annual general meeting. And so what's going to happen, a little bit about this annual general meeting, is that you're going to come in your vehicle, grab some popcorn, some snacks, whatever. You're going to come in your vehicle. You're going to be tuned to an FM frequency. We're going to have an FM transmitter, so you're going to listen in your radio to the whole meeting. If you have any questions or anything like that during the meeting, you can just honk your horn or flash your lights or something like that. Someone's going to come over with a sanitized microphone. You can ask your question, make your comment, all those kinds of things. And so it's going to be like a regular meeting in that kind of a sense. But one of the things that we're tackling this year is, and it kind of came from last year, is just our Constitution. Some changes needed to be made to our Constitution and our bylaws. And so Ron Amundsen and I went through it, and then the board and I went through it. And so we have a whole bunch of changes that we'd like to make. And I can't believe that we're actually trying to do this, but we just feel it's time. We got to do it at some point in time. And so let's try it, and we'll see how it works. There's 29 motions that you're going to see in your package that I'm going to give you. They're on 3 pages, the lump of the motions, from motion 1, 2, 3, all the way down to 29. And then right after that, in your package, is you're going to have another bunch of pages that basically is a new proposed constitution and bylaws, and basically all the changes that are there. And you're going to see motion 1, this is the change that we're proposing to make. And then there's even a section in that motion that's going to give some reasoning why we're trying to do it. So hopefully it can answer a lot of people's questions. But if you have any questions about any of those motions, try to get in touch with me ahead before the meeting. I think that would be great, because when the meeting comes, I can actually not only answer your question, but probably other people are going to be thinking that same question. And so I can address it as well, so that people aren't honking and doing all kinds of things. And we can maybe try to go through the meeting a little bit quicker. Not that it's about speed or anything like that. But here's the thing that I want to really, really emphasize, is that if any time during this meeting, you guys, I sense that people are either confused or people are not comfortable, feeling like we're trying to rush through this or just trying to slam it through, which is not the intent and purpose at all. But if I feel like that's going to happen, then probably what we're going to do is I'm just going to table it until we can actually meet in person at some later time. There may be 1 or 2 motions that specifically I'd like to address because they're pretty important, that need to be probably changed so that we can kind of go ahead a little bit. But that's kind of the idea behind it all. So if there's something as you read through it and you don't understand it, come and talk to me. At the very end, you'll find in your package as well, is the actual Constitution and bylaws that we have. So you can see the proposed changes. You can flip back to what our Constitution actually looks like. So I want to be very transparent and very open, that kind of thing. But most of these changes, as you're going to see, are very simple changes. A lot of them just have to do with wording, sometimes grammar. Sometimes they're just things that just need to be updated, like maybe from the King James Version to the NIV version, or from village missions being in a specific place in Toronto, Ontario, which they aren't there anymore. Village Missions of Canada is some other place. And so there's those kind of changes that are going to be happening. But again, if you have any questions, please contact me. Other than that, it's an opportunity, of course, to hear and to make plans for the future, to hear about what God has done, and that kind of thing, and a chance for you to affirm new board members. People, Lakes Community Church is your church. It's not my church. It's not any specific person's. It actually belongs to Jesus Christ, and we're just his ambassadors of it and servants. But it is yours. You're the members of it. And so please come on out and hear. Even if you're not a member, come on out. And I'd love to have your questions. You can see and have your input, which is just as valued as well. So we need your support. Lakes Community Church, again, is your church. Again, grab that bag of popcorn, whatever refreshments, come in your vehicle, and let's have a great meeting and glorify God together. So thank you. And on behalf of the elders, we just thank you again for everything that you guys do, and continue to support our pastor and pray for him and his family would be awesome. Thank you. Until next time, God bless.